Hey guys, Omni here. We got a new trailer for the Batman that we're going to be checking out here today. It's called The Bat and the Cat, so I can only assume what this is going to focus on. It's about 2.5 minutes, but I'm really excited to check it out because I've been loving the trailers we've been getting for this so far and everything we kind of know about the film. This kind of rough and tumble, rough around the edges Batman. Not a year one where he's just trying to figure things out, but just enough into his second year as Batman where he's kind of got things figured out, but there's a lot of things he's just still trying to sand the roughness off of. And it shows. He's carrying a lot of that rage, a lot of that emotion still heavy in his heart. And it's kind of charging him through a lot of this mission. And I really like that aesthetic, especially considering the powerhouse cast that they have for this film. Out of DC's entire slate and lineup that we know of that's been announced so far, this is definitely number one on my list as far as things that I'm really excited to see. I think next on the list is probably going to be Black Adam. The Flash, I would say, would be higher if it wasn't like we were learning new things all the time, if it didn't have such a troubled production. I want to be excited for it, but I'm really just kind of like cautiously optimistic about what that movie is going to actually be. I hope it's great. I hope it's awesome. But as far as what we've seen and what instills great confidence in me has been this film. But that being said, guys, we cover so much DC stuff here, pretty much a lot of stuff. It's not just DC, but DC Marvel. But my big focus is DC content. So if you're interested, if you like this, I hope you stick around, subscribe. I would definitely be giving you guys my thoughts when this movie comes out. But let's go ahead and check out the trailer. Here we go.
Bruce Wayne.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be bothering you here, but your people keep telling me you're unavailable.
I wonder why.
You know, you really could be doing more for this city. Your family has a history of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing anything.
Oh! If only you knew.
It's asking for you.
The killer left this for the Batman. Why is he writing to you?
You came. I've been trying to reach you.
Riddler's latest. It's all about the Waynes. If we don't stand up, no one will.
You got a lot of cats.
Anything about strays? The Bat and the Cat.
Ooh.
It's got a nice ring.
Is he
Hot.
a friend of yours?
I'm not so sure. I'm just here to unmask the truth about this cesspool we call a city. You're part of this too. Hey, stop! Stay still! How am I a part of this? Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were.
God, I fucking love it.
Way. All these years, you lied to me, Alfred.
We all have our scars, Bruce. He's still away.
He's involved in this?
No, he's not involved.
How do you know? He's a vigilante.
Who are you under there? What are you?
So did I hear that right? Does Riddler know his name?
Don't worry, honey. I got 9 of them.
Or is that just a
It
clever
can be
edit?
Cruel, poetic, or blind. But when it's denied, it's through violence you may find.
Oh.
Justice. The answer's justice.
Come on, vengeance. Let's get into some trouble.
Dude. Oh my God, man, it looks so good. Oh, things are intense. So I definitely feel like they're either they're going the Court of Owls route where the Waynes were tied into that, and obviously there's the imagery and stuff about owls throughout the movie that some people have wondered about that, mostly because Matt Reeves has mentioned a couple times that that's one of his favorite storylines has been the Court of Owls. But it could also be going the route, obviously, similar to The Long Halloween, where we learn that the Waynes were involved with the Falcone family, with the crime families in Gotham, with trying to do that and like how that's connected to them. Because we have that line with him talking to Alfred about, he's like, you lied to me. We all have our scars. And then I could have swore I heard in that Riddler dialogue, Paul Dano say like, this involves you, something, da Bruce Wayne. And I know he's been specifically trying to reach out to the Batman, so I'm wondering if he's connected the dots. I wouldn't put it past him. I like if they're doing like some amalgamation of, I don't know, the Long Halloween, maybe even Hush, because Riddler is one of the first Batman villains to actually figure out his identity. Well, depending on the comics you go with, but one of the more notable characters to actually figure things out. So I wonder if he puts 2 and 2 together, if that's just some clever editing in the trailer mix to kind of make us think he knows more than he does. Maybe he's got a special message to Bruce Wayne specifically, especially considering that the news is kind of focusing and honing in on that, you know, Bruce has returned and he has not really been living up to the legacy of his parents, and it's become quite public. And he's just kind of not really doing anything, just kind of being the rich kid CEO that just runs his company, lets other people run the company, and isn't really doing anything with his power. And that's the impression that's going off. So maybe the Riddler's calling Bruce Wayne out on that, since he's kind of judging the city. Which, again, like I said, would be tying into them maybe doing some mixing, like one time he's addressing Batman and another time he's addressing Bruce Wayne, and they decided to mix that in together. Or maybe I just misread that entire thing altogether. The action that they've showed off in this, especially with the fight, the 1v1 between him and Catwoman together, hot. But it looked really great. And then all the action sequence we said when they're fighting together against other people or fighting individually against other people, especially that moment where Batman's like fending off those dudes at close range with those guns. It looked really good, especially with the set and scale, with the Riddler kind of turning the police against Batman as they've kind of started to develop this relationship, the early stages of the relationship, and he throws in this little bit of a wrench to get some doubt on there that they might be actually working together. I'm really excited for this movie. I think it looks visually stunning. I think the action that we've seen so far looks great. And the tone itself and this take on the Riddler, this like Zodiac inspired like Seven kind of Riddler story that they're doing with this, I'm very much on board for it, and I can't wait. Guys, what do you think of the new trailer? Are you excited? What do you think the trailer was trying to tell us? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us at our Discord. Links down on my socials down below. Remember, if you like this, I hope you stick around. I hope you subscribe, because we got more DC content coming down the line. And that said, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korsgaard, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Jeffrey Hale, and various abominations. Thank you guys so much for your continued support as always. And everybody's been tuning into the videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you all had a safe and happy holidays. And take care.